Daddy the Captain is now live streaming Just Chatting Workout and Cooking Time Day 002 stream everyday 2026. Good morning Daddy my Captain. Cooking a six-pack. Oh snap. Will this also be a room clean stream? I can see the floor, it's all good now. Oh, the laundry basket tech, you know what that means. I have some major house cleaning to do. First, I need to get rid of some bed frames chilling in what is supposed to be the guest bedroom. Just don't know if there is a way to recycle them since they are wooden, or if I just do big trash pickup via the city. Via city, probably the one. Most likely, but if there is a way to recycle, I'd rather do that, cause Ohio sucks complete ass at waste disposal. Looking good, brother. LMAOOO.
Oh wait, has my mic been muted this whole fucking time? Holy fuck.
Yes.
Well, I was reading all your messages.
Correct.
Smile and Moogle and Yeezy, and I was talking to y'all. Time to light myself on fire.
The fuck you eating pre-workout popcorn?
Yeah, I always eat popcorn, dude. You know what this is?
Fistofury 219 get back
What's
to
up,
work.
boy? Get back to work. All right, let's get some work shoes on. Or workout shoes.
Widget 0712 go the fuck back to bed. Fist hates every time I mention ramen now. Fistofury 219 never. Can't believe he likes grabbing shit and showing it on camera. He has to show off every pair of shoes he got. Yeah, when he finds them after weeks of being lost in the hurricane hit room. LMAO. Average Raider. LOL. Raider S fan room. Every time that room gets clean and then becomes a mess again, I'm just gonna say Hurricane Dakota hit again. Hurricanes in Cali wild. Hurricanes follow Dakota. I'll take that risk if Dakota comes to combo breaker.
I come to combo breaker.
Bro and T getting on a plane.
I'm more likely to go to CEO, but I thought we were gonna skip Evo this year, but it sounds like we're not skipping Evo.
Yet I won that bet. My heart is shattered. Also Dakota, what the fuck, you would be on a longer flight for CEO rather than combo breaker.
I'm over my fear of flying now. It's if we hit turbulence and you're sitting right next to me, just know I'm gonna start headbanging violently.
That's bullshit. LMAO. Then maybe it's best you sit with me so I can help make you look less crazy. Take the train, easy 2-day ride.
All right.
2-day ride compared to a 3-4 hour flight. Nah, I'm flying. I took the train, it was nice, but yeah, the time consumption goes up exponentially.
The time consumption goes up. Day ride.
Oh god, another ramen cooking stream.
Make sure. It looks clean, but I just want to make sure.
Fistoff Fury 219, see, this is a sign that I should have ramen. Widget, don't you say a word. Damn it, I was too late.
Where'd I put my phone down? Up here. Oh, by the way, how does my audio sound? Is it coming through this mic? Do I sound okay?
You sound good.
Sound good? All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you.
Audio is good.
What the fuck is this?
Wash them dishes, boy.
Hold on, one second. The bottom was clean, just up the top where the fucking thing and shit. Bird. Okay. Now we need rice. Do I have a container for rice? I used to have a container for rice. Like a dedicated one that I would leave on the side. Check it out. I got my new thing of popcorn. The 50-pound bucket. It's all good now. And I see we got a little bit of rice right here.
You need more popcorn.
I need more popcorn, you're right. So that one is, oh, I did have it. Here's my rice right here.
All right.
Jason 59
That's
hoy hoy
actually-
yee.
That was actually brown rice. So this container is brown rice. I think this is it for the white rice. I don't think I have that much white rice. So I guess you got to work with what we got. Maybe that's something I should have bought while I was at the store. 50-pound bag of rice.
Snow bunny rice.
Snow bunny rice. You're right. That's what I need. I need snow bunny rice. Look at the little cups in here.
Jason 59 you cheatig on me.
Where are these rice cups?
Witty Hermes yes I am.
I can't find what I'm looking for.
She s quite hot BTW.
Okay, either way, we could do just well, I wouldn't say old school rather, but just like not the way that I would prefer.
Jason 59 noted widget 0712 come let us prepare the hex.
No measuring cup. Either. These are all the little ones. What happened to the big ones?
Imagine thinking someone's hotter than me.
Imagine thinking someone's hotter than me. But just start breaking everything.
What time does the tourney start tomorrow?
I have no clue. I was just gonna show up whenever. I'm not competing.
Almost don't want to go LMAO.
I found it.
Witty Hermes
No,
she
this
half
is not it.
Latina
This
and
is
half
something
don't
else.
crack,
This is all shaker.
but I should.
Dumb bitch. Yeah. Is everybody about to die too?
Jason 59 I wish you the best my friend.
I still gotta wash the rice too. while we're at it, we're gonna put bake, and we're gonna put it at 350. The oven. I thought I lost this bowl. Thankfully, it didn't. It's my white rice washing bowl. Dude, the fact that I can't find any of these measuring cups is like insane to me. It's whatever. Whatever. Dude. Oh, look at it. It's underneath this table. All the way over here. Bunch of measuring cups. Found them. So we got 2 cups of rice. I'm gonna do need 3 cups. Oh, we're not measuring it up quite yet. So let's just. Here, you guys don't want to see my pack. Let me bring it a little bit closer. Okay. Wait, I'm having my phone. It's still going? Alright, yeah, it's still going. Alright, so since we put 2 cups of rice, then we do 3 cups of water. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Then are we also going to do salt, pepper, and garlic? Feel like it couldn't hurt. A little bit of salt. We have what? Ginger. Ginger's cool. We can use Granny Lady Girl. Okay. So now this thing is going. Yeah, my watch is about to die too. 30 minutes. So we'll let this thing sit. Let me watch this out. I'll hang this up right here. Let me put the rice away. Wait, is it falling? We also got some pork chops. We're cooking those in the oven and in the stove. This thing is preheating.
Fire water, this hex has started.
Fire water. Mm. Oh wait, I have the what do you call it? The Pyrex. That's why I bought it. You could actually use that. Wash your chicken. Over. Chicken right here to the right. Ooh, chicken was a $1.99 a pound today. That's pretty good. Hey mom, we got chicken or what? Hey, Ma. Okay. Garlic salt. You go, Ma. Mary. All right, so we're just gonna let this sit for a little bit, get the meet the sweat just a wee bit. And in turn, let's do the pork. We are simply gonna put these in the oven for a similar time period, maybe like 30 minutes or so. And we're gonna take them out, and then I'm gonna sear them on the cast iron and use them for ramen. That's what I was craving today. Yeah, this is fine sea salt. I need coarse. That's where I had a quick. All these things are just dead. Son of a bitch. Here it is. Coarse. I don't have to go super heavy on the salt, considering what we're going to be putting it in. It's already going to be salty enough, but I can go a little bit heavier on the pepper to help give it some crust. Then we're going to do onion here. Looks good, please. little bit. It's looking like the oven is about to be there pretty soon. Not there quite yet, but we're chilling. Big chilling. Wait, did my music get stolen? It should be playing on the other one. I was like, I shouldn't hear music in my ears. Okay, my heart rate. I'm just chilling here. I'm just in the 90s. Running in the 90s. Might use the bathroom real quick. And then I gotta, after that, I gotta clean off. After that, I gotta clean some stuff off. So here, let me go to the be right back screen, and then I'll be back in a little bit. See how much time we got left. We still got 12 minutes left on the other timer.
Let's go Raiders, 1 draft pick, woohoo.
As long as we lose to the Chiefs, we will be the number 1 draft pick. Okay. Cool Whip, I want to bring you up to speed real quick. Okay. We are doing 5 chicken breasts right here. We are also doing some not lamb chops, what the fuck do you call them? Some pork chops right here. And we're gonna be using these for the ramen, and then we're gonna be using these for like lunch and stuff like that. So I'm just waiting. I think the oven's basically done, so I'm just gonna drop it in there. We got 10 more minutes until I start the rice over here. Well, I'm thinking about doing some cooking videos for like the Tekken, or not cooking videos, some cooking events, or get Madhouse Barbecue going for a Tekken event that's coming up tomorrow. Maybe I'll just show up with a barbecue pit and just start cooking like burgers or something. I don't know. All right, we're gonna leave those in there. Bake time, we're gonna go 1 hour. I think I used to do like 57 minutes or something like weird like that. But I always felt like that was pretty solid. But we're just gonna do 1 hour. On top of that, we're also gonna set up another timer on my watch, even though it's about to die. So I got a second 30-minute timer right here. So in 10 minutes, we're gonna start up that. For right meow though, this is gonna be our working area, and we need to do something to rectify this. We'll pull it back just a little bit further. So as you can see, it's gonna be kind of hard to work out with all this shit in the way. Gotta click to unmute this. I was like, why can't I hear anybody? I was like, what's going on here? That was weird. That there's no internet. Will be. Oh, that for Charlie, they're pretty good on that. You're going after stuff.
All this.
I'm gonna deal with it. No, what this is. Oh, in my pocket. your camera. Did I miss any chats? To get warmed up. I need this bag. What's in this bag? Knickknacks. On this my van. I'm actually gonna take you guys outside with me. Going to try out my new jump rope. Buzzing, I'm gonna go in and start the rice. I'll be I left my phone inside. Son of a bitch. Is that really where I want to record from? Better. Dude, there's a lot of wind. It's gonna get blown over. There it definitely was. And that's it. about to die already. Up. Get the blood flowing. Moving. Like the wireless microphone. Figured there's probably a bunch of you out there that are like, yeah, I want to hear Dakota breathe all heavy and shit.
Damn, what a badass.
Help me. I can't do this anymore.
I got a rope as well.
Get some jump rope, Rico. Can't even speak. Yeah, but I'm thinking the next time I do this, I'm using the wireless microphone.
162.
Getting up there. 170s. Let's see how quickly I come down.
Damn, 180.
The last round. Then I'm finished strong. Next one I'm gonna go pretty fast. I'm gonna go pretty fast and then that'll be the end of the warm-up. Yeah, whipping myself is the worst. I like this rope. This rope is not too bad. Not too bad at all. We're going inside. Let's start the workout. that right there. Let time be. There you go. Got a little mat right here. What are we at? What are we at? 172. No rest time. 20 sets. I'm all the way down here. Rest up. Like my micro naps. You just close your eyes. All right, I'm back. I'm ready. We'll do 4 sets of 12. Feel the pump. All right, on the pump. Yeah. Okay, I'm hovering at the 170s. That's not great. It is what it is. I'm chilling. I'm good to go. Keep this right here. We did a little bit of warm up with jump rope. We did a compound movement like a squat, just without a barbell. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get my wireless microphone. This is not working according to plan, but that's okay because I have too many noise filters on this microphone. So the noise gate is just not letting any sound come through. On top of this being a shotgun microphone, it's just rejecting all the bullshit because it thinks it's just white noise in the background. So what I was saying, we got a little bit of a warm up going with the jump rope, which I haven't done in a very long time. And then we did a compound movement, attacking the quads, the ass, a little bit of hamstring, everything, lower body with the squat. I want to do an isolation movement, like hip thrust right now, just to isolate some ass. And then after that, we just walk on a treadmill for a good 30 minutes. And then we cook the rest of the food. Let's see how much time I have on the oven. All right. We got 21 minutes left on the chicken. So I don't think we're gonna get that full 30 minutes in, but we'll get something. just want to switch the microphone out right now. I just don't know what's going to happen when I plug it in. Here we go. Let's plug it in. Check, 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 mic check, mic check. Well, it sounds like this is working. It just doesn't sound super nice. Okay. We are going to connect it right there. Okay, let's see how that sounds. I can already tell it doesn't sound great, but I think it's more of a settings issue for me than it is the microphone issue. What was something I did before? I even attached it to my hat once. Actually, I have a magnetic one for this. Hold on. Oh, I just kicked the door. And I wasn't wearing shoes. We're doing too much stalling. Okay, well now we have the microphone all the way down here. Check, 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 check. What even is my heart rate at right now? Oh, I'm all the way back down to 150. Okay, whatever. Let's just do one more set of these. I mean, that's to be expected.
on my back. Let's put these on. No way. I guess the rice is already done. "13 minutes left on this at 350. Let's take a look. All right, center of this. That's 106, 115 on the back one. 130, 135. So it might take a little bit longer than 12 minutes.
What we got going on here?
We'll just put it on a full 20. Doing cooking and workout stream.
Oh shit, LFG.
Okay. Here we go. We're just gonna put it at 4 and 3. We'll just take it from there. This camera could be a little bit higher. Yeah, it's not doing the greatest job of isolating a lot of this background noise, so I'm just going to mute it for the time being.
I'm back. You going to walk while shoulder pressing those dumbbells?
I'm gonna be like Atlas, just carrying Jesus walks.
Raise the roof of LOL. Carrying Norkel on your shoulders.
If only I could carry the Raiders. I gotta go get in the lineup. I gotta go get a sack or two. I gotta go play fullback or defensive end or something. I'm gonna keep going until the chicken timer goes off. So we got at least 8 minutes. I think this is on. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Fucking tired. Maybe 2 more minutes. And I'll just call it. I'll do a flat 15. Tomorrow's gonna be hard enough already. I keep burping. I know what that feels. Oh shit, I was so caught up in my little daydream. I completely forgot about the time. And I'm already past 15 minutes now. The mind is a powerful thing.
Hey yai.
What's up?
Run he behind you. Time to get that practice for the end of the world. Tuck and roll exercises next, haha.
Dodge, dip, dive, duck, and dodge.
Weave and bob, lol.
Is this thing on? Yeah, that was a lot more tiring than I thought it would be. Double check these. All right. First one is at 147, 52. It's like 5 below. The one in the back, it looks good. Okay. That's good enough in my mind. Let's just turn those off and let's just leave them in there. Let them carry over cook for just a minute more. But Dakota, you're not supposed to put water on the cast iron. Shut up. Okay, now we evaporate all the moisture off. Let me go get something.
supposed to do?
Okay. Let's get those nice and hot. While we're at it, let's boil some water. Let this thing continue to get fucking hot. Where'd I put my drink? I am curious what's making that noise. I'm gonna turn the heat down on this one. It's getting pretty smoky. Ah, fucking shit. The crystal light is slowly rejuvenating my body. Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho. Making eggs? Making eggs?
No. Ramen. And I have a very bad habit of attempting to do stupid shit. Turn that down quite a bit. Like this. Bring this on. I know I literally have a cutting board right here that this pan is sitting on. I don't want to do that. I just want one of the little cutting boards because I don't need a whole lot. And I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't really see shit. I don't even know where the little cutting boards would be at this point. Just use this one real quick. We're gonna get two of these. We're gonna get this thing the fuck out of here. This knife will work. If we're gonna do that, I might as well just cut it down the middle too. This is not optimal. Okay, we've added all of that. To the soup. Oh, that's why it's not boiling, because fucking it's on low. I was like, wait. I'm gonna take this to the room and let it cool down. Okay, now I got my glasses on. Much better. Half-assed ideas give objectification. Okay. Okay. Oh shit. I'm gonna top myself off. Not a phrase I would normally use. I'm gonna leave this in the room too. But Dakota, All these chicken breasts are so different sizes. How are you gonna manage all that protein intake? Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me.
What did you meal prep?
All I did was I got just chicken breasts because they were on sale for $1.99 and some rice. And I'm just putting indiscriminate amounts of anything. These are not balanced at all. The chicken breasts are wildly differ in portion size. Oh, and then I need one more of these containers.
Noisy.
For the pork. It is very noisy in my kitchen. Oh, you said nice, not fucking noise. No point in measuring it out.
It's not a true meal without Crystal Light.
It is not a true meal without Crystal Light. You are correct. We'll just put these to the side to like cool down. And then I'm gonna go eat. How hot is this? Not super hot. Super hot fire. And then we can use this for the ramen for the week. We'd use just a little bit, probably like 1 or 2 bowls. Okay. All that's done. We'll come back in like whatever, however long. After I'm done with my meal, and then I'll take a shower. Or right before I take a shower, I'll put those away. Just like right here, just struggling. My heart rate's at 120. It's a good little workout right there. Okay, taking off the watch. Okay, here we go. Wait, where's my regular phone?
just leave the heart rate up for a while. And technically, we can just leave it up all the time. And if I don't have a heart rate, it just disappears. We have the meats. Pretty fucking good. I gotta lie, that's pretty good. Now I get a chance to not move. Stay here and enjoy a little bit of jazz. Now the question is, do we watch something or not? Where is this?
We do begin with that breaking news out of San Jose. Officers with that busy morning. About a dozen people detained during an overnight investigation.
And our Today in the Bay's Chris Sanchez got there to learn more from the scene. Hi, Chris. Good morning. What do we know?
Hi there, good morning. I'll tell you first that North First Street has reopened to traffic in both directions now, and we have seen some of those folks who were detained earlier for questioning being released by police. They have been walking away. As they're walking away, we have been asking them what they knew about the situation. Several of them did not want to be on camera, but told us they heard of a shooting, and then they were detained so police could question them and make sure that they were not involved in the situation. What we have out here is still about a dozen cars near the intersection of North First Street and East Rosemary Street, and there are still at least two people who are cuffed. We have seen at least one, perhaps two people put into the back of a patrol car, so we suspect that more than being detained for questioning,
First Street, so this is
perhaps at
downtown?
some point, those folks will be arrested. As far as what we know about what began this whole situation, several people said that they heard several gunshots around the 4 o'clock hour, and then police arrived in mass, and they were trying to determine where those gunshots might have come from. Police have not confirmed any of these details for us at this point. This is what we know from our own reporting and from witnesses here on the scene who were able to talk with us. But we will continue to ask questions this morning. There are several businesses in the area. We're not sure whether or not those are related to what happened. There's a sushi restaurant, Japanese restaurant, a dental shop, and then a home and a gas station. We're not too far from Interstate 8.
Yeah, isn't this
Again, gunshots early this
it's next to a friend's house? Interesting. 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 What is this? I'm really ready to dig in and like eat this fucking soup, yo.
The FGC. While many retro scenes are still going strong, there's no other fighter that's carrying the arcade legacy while still gaining new passionate players that are younger than the hardware the game runs on, quite like this fighter. But hey, if Third Strike is so good, why isn't there a Third Strike 2? Well, actually there was, and I backed its Indiegogo campaign 12 years ago and eventually got a game that didn't recognize any of my arcade sticks and never worked online. Okay, let's back up. This is Yatagarasu. It's a Japanese PC doujin fighter that originally released in 2008 that harkened back to the good old fighting games of 1999. Cause unlike most doujin fighters that were the anime Air Dasher variety, this one took its inspiration from the glory days of SNK and Capcom mechanically and stylistically. This game is a 4-button fighter with EX moves, a universal overhead, selectable supers, parries that make your character flash blue so you can hit a big punish, and even a boxer who can crab punch juggle you in the corner. So to say it's Third Strike inspired is a bit of an understatement, honestly. But this isn't surprising at all, considering who was behind the game, as 2 of the members of the 3-man team that made up the developer of Yatagarasu, PDW Hodapin, were already figures in 2 different sides of the fighting game genre. The game design and balance was handled by a very strong Third Strike player known as Umezono, who has great tournament results dating back to over 20 years ago, with them even recently placing 25th out of 1101 at EVO 2024 for Third Strike. While all of the art and characters were handled by Stylios, who was one of the artists that worked at SNK during the KOF Nest saga, and is credited as the man behind the designs of characters like Angel. And then the last member of the dev team, Shiza, is the sole programmer and creator of Yatagarasu, and is the fighting game enthusiast brainchild who brought this team together to craft a love letter to the peak of the arcade fighter. And yeah, Yatagarasu definitely pulled that off. I can't overstate how impressive this game looks and feels for an indie release coded by just one guy from scratch, as doujin titles like this are primarily made in an author's free time, so they can eventually be sold to other enthusiasts at doujinshi conventions like Comicat, usually sold at a cost deficit. But over the course of 4 years and 7 revisions, Yatagarasu would end up having a cast of 8 characters in its final 4.3 release build at the end of 2012, with a small following in Japan pioneered by Third Strike players starting around the game, as it was mechanically similar, and it also literally featured actual Third Strike players in the game itself. A decade before Street Fighter VI would add real-life commentators into their game, Yatagarasu would feature the legendary Dudley player and eccentric commentator Kokujin, the incredible Alex player KSK, who fun fact was in the same top 8 that EVO Moment 37 took place in, and Murderface Tokido himself as commentators that would hype up the fights during rounds. It was obvious that Yatagarasu was a game for fans, made by fans. But it being a doujin PC title would limit its reach, and PDW Hodapin had much bigger aspirations for their labor of love. And this is around the time I'd first hear about Yatagarasu, in an issue of Nintendo Power of all things, as there was an article about how the publisher Nicholas, and yes it is pronounced Nicholas, I did look it up, had picked up the rights to Yatagarasu and were porting it to the 3DS, which rightfully sounds goofy, but they had just come off the success of publishing Cave Story to Nintendo consoles. So maybe this was going to be their next big doujin success, if it ever came out. The 3DS port would be abandoned in favor of a PS4, Vita, and Xbox One port, and was renamed to The Legend of Raven, and given a King of Fighters 98 knockoff logo not too long after it was announced. And you know, putting this on actual consoles instead of the 3DS made way more sense. But here's where things also start to get kinda complicated. So Nicholas had the rights to the last PC release of Yatagarasu, which was the 4.3 version, and that's what they were going to port to consoles. But at the same time Nicholas was working on this port, PDW Hodapin met with another publisher named New Media and launched an Indiegogo campaign for a new update to Yatagarasu, subtitled Attack on Cataclysm in 2013. So there are 2 versions of Yatagarasu being worked on at the same time, one being a port of the old doujin game to consoles, and a new update for PC and arcades that would just immediately make the console port obsolete. Very weird and confusing. But in a sad and maybe predictable turn of events, The Legend of Raven would never come out and the dream of console Yatagarasu would die. But honestly, let me reiterate that this console version was going to be an old version of the game. So even though it wasn't the worst thing ever to lose, this is just the beginning of Yatagarasu failing to deliver. But you know who did deliver? 3,585 backers for the Yatagarasu Attack on Cataclysm Indiegogo. Because even though the campaign was asking for $68,000, within a month, they ended up raising almost $120,000. And guess what? A young Gaio Winquo was 10 of those dollars. Damn, I was a broke 16-year-old. That's seriously all I could give? But nonetheless, I was there, okay? The reason for this fundraiser was to bankroll the creation of new characters, along with a localized PC Steam port and a version of the game for NESica X Live arcade hardware for Japanese game centers. But the runaway success of the campaign meant that all of the original characters were going to get rebalanced, along with the addition of the 3 brand new characters. And some new commentators to spice up the game were being added as well,
Maximilian.
including James Chen, Ultra David, and Maximilian, dude. You know, if I had a nickel for every time James Chen was a digital commentator in a fighting game, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. But more importantly, the stretch goal of rollback netcode was hit, which was huge news because it meant that this game wasn't going to be dead on arrival. This is foreshadowing, by the way. I was so damn excited about this game, and was checking up on the campaign almost every day. And I even bought the old Dojin release to play so I could get ahead while absorbing any old Yatagarasu match
The built-in
footage.
monitor in GoPro is so tiny, I can use my iPhone as the monitor and do live stream at the same time. This is my setup. The Axon adapter is essentially a capture card that turns the HDMI output from the GoPro Media Mod and connect it to the iPhone going through the app. It provides professional monitoring features, and I can do live stream directly from the app. It has a DC 5V USB-C output, but in this case I'm powering the GoPro using the Media Kit grid. With the larger screen, it looks so much better. The built-in
And I kind of want that.
monitor in GoPro is so tiny, I can use my iPhone as the monitor and do live stream at the same time. This is my setup. The Axon adapter is essentially a capture card that turns the HDMI output from the GoPro Media Mod.
Like, where's my heart rate at now? Still in the hundreds. Okay, whatever. We're chilling.
And connect it to the iPhone going through the app.
What did he say?
I said you look like a good eater.
Girl, like, always posting some cringe ass shit. It's pretty funny, yo.
The big question that I had going into this comparison is whether DJI is starting to feel the pressure from Apple's iPhone 17 Pro, especially when you're shooting in Apple Log 2. I'll let you decide for yourself as we look at these shots side by side. What a beautiful composition this is. See if you can pick out which camera got which shot. Both cameras are high in contrast. We see a bit of midtones lifted with camera A, as well as a little bit more saturation in the sky. So to answer the main question, I don't know if I'd be super confident if I was DJI. And what about when we jump into a well-lit environment like this? Other than the sky color and different focal length, I don't see much of a difference when it comes to their color science. If I owned the iPhone 17 Pro, would I even purchase the Osmo Pocket 3? And that is the question at the heart of this comparison. Especially if you're a content creator who's looking for quick, on-the-go, great-looking shots, and you're trying to save a little bit of money at the same time. And I can tell you that the first major difference is I've never been stopped by a security guard when I'm shooting only with my phone. But if they saw me with the Osmo Pocket 3, they may turn me around. Well, I'm here to tell you that there are 2 areas that DJI outperforms Apple iOS cameras, especially the 17 Pro, by a lot.
I don't care anymore. I don't own either of these devices. Atlanta does, not me. Whoa. What is
Third Strike is going to be at EVO, but the tournament will not be ran on any of the various ports that have been released over the years. Instead, competitors will be playing on Superguns running the original CPS3 arcade hardware Third Strike originally released on, which may sound like a bunch of gibberish, but let me explain. A supergun is a generic term used for devices that take the inner workings and guts of an arcade cabinet and puts them into a portable enclosure that can connect to and power an arcade board to effectively consoleize the game by outputting audio and video to consumer TVs and monitors. And in conjunction with other devices, superguns can also take input from various different controllers, so you can play with whatever you're most comfortable with, while literally bringing the arcade with you wherever you go. Third Strike is going to be at EVO, but the tournament will not be ran on any of the...
I thought a supergun was like a specific device. Like it was like a brand or something.
Hey, yo, this dude's making food out of a shopping cart.
That's nasty.
Wait, is he making a corn?
That looks pretty good.
It looks all right, man. Our sandwiches are better.
That's true.
There's no way he has a permit for this, right? Wait, hold on. What is that?
Is that hot sauce?
And lemon juice?
Is that good together?
No, it's probably not good.
That's shaved ice. That sounds really good right now.
That does sound kind of refreshing.
With fruit punch. I could really go for one of those.
You know what? I'm gonna do something about this.
What, are you gonna call the cops?
No, I'm gonna go ask him for one of everything.
Wait for me!
Hey, yo, this dude's making food
This
out
is
of a
dumb.
shopping cart.
Why do bouncing Betty mines actually have...
I don't care.
Oh my gosh, that's my highest score ever. That's my highest score ever.
Good for her. Yeah, what's the difference between the RE320?
We have the RE20 versus the RE.
This is something I do want to know.
I love the Electro Voice, and I do have to say I have plans for something like this with the RE27, but that microphone would kind of stretch out the concept of this one, and I think this comparison is rather valid without it. So for the remainder of this video, I'm going to be shuffling between these two mics to let you hear the difference as I do. That way, you can also come to your own conclusions, and I'll do the same at the end of this video. Now, these mics are remarkably similar in almost every physical way outside of color. In fact, the switches down at the bottom are in the exact same spot, though the flat response is on the other side of the 320, so the wiring is obviously going to be a bit different. That said, it would be a fair assumption that the same body is being produced for both. Now, the only other thing that's different is the powder coating on the RE20 includes the grill mesh, where it seems to be uncoated on the 320. Now, the first spec that I should lead off with is price. The RE20 comes in at just over $600, while the 320 comes in at over half that price at $300. So it's quite the difference between the two. The frequency response is a bit different between them as well, with the RE20 boasting 45 Hz to 18 kHz, and the RE320 coming in at 30 Hz to 18 kHz. Both of these, obviously, when recording with the switch set to flat response, which leads us to these response graphs. Now, you will notice the RE20 has a bit more of a flat response, and the roll-off creating quite the drop-off around 500. And on the 320, there's a bit more emphasis on the upper registers of the microphone, boosting the highs and rolling off that airiness. And of course, we can also talk about how these mics do really differ, and that is with the respective switches. As mentioned, the RE20 with that roll-off around the low end, and the 320 gets a dip in around the 300 to 400 Hz range, which allows it to work very well as a kick mic drum. A kick mic drum? A kick drum mic. Close enough. So basically separating these mics for what their niche uses might actually be. Another massive difference between these microphones comes down to the broadcast title they both kind of hold. Of course, the RE20 has been the absolute workhorse of the broadcast industry for decades, but the RE320 has been modeled for more of a podcast type use. And a lot of that comes down to the way they're tuned. Of course, in a broadcast situation, a mic like an RE20 will have a ton of outbound processing on it, and its already full sound will absolutely sparkle if you have a decent engineer at your radio station. And the RE320 is already tuned for a setup that has minimal processing, either outbound or in post. So just with that, you can see that the RE320 is more of an out-of-the-box solution for many people. Now, the RE20 can be used out of the box and perform well above average. That said, there is so much more to unlock for an advanced user. This is the off-axis rejection of the RE20. This is me speaking about 4 inches off the front of the capsule. Now I'm speaking about 4 inches off the side of the capsule. And now I'm speaking about 4 inches off the rear of the capsule. Now we're doing the off-axis rejection of the RE320. This is me speaking about 4 inches off the front of the capsule. Now I'm speaking about 4 inches off the side of the microphone. And now I'm speaking about 4 inches off the rear of the capsule. Now for a plosive rejection test of the RE20. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter test of the RE320. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Now for the proximity effect test on the RE20. This is me speaking about 4 inches work off the front of the capsule. Now I'm about 1 inch off the front of the capsule. Now let's check out the roll off on this microphone. Now we have the roll off engaged. It's not a steep roll off. It's not. What do you think? This is with the roll. Now this is with response, and I can do more with it in post with a flat response. This is you special butterfly. So then, which one should you buy? Well, put it honestly, these are both great mics. I'll always have a place in my heart for the RE320. It was the first mic that I bought for my studio way back. As for the RE20, just total respect for this workhorse. It may need a bit extra to full on sparkle, but much like the SM7B, you don't hear many complaints from engineers when tasked with using either of those mics. But as for you, and if you're weighing these microphones for purchase, outside of the usual warning about making sure to A/B them with your own voice, it really does just come down to money. Can't or don't want to afford the double price? Well, the RE320, a fantastic mic for its
Oh,
price.
what is
And
this? The RE27. I think this is the one that Colin Coward uses.
Microphones up for the one of all build quality. All three have vents along the side, which allow for the variable D technology, which helps curb or decrease some of that proximity effect. The RE320 and the RE20 only have a switch for a high pass filter, while the RE27 has two high pass filters as well as a high cut filter. And then with all three of these microphones, you also get the same case, the same mount, as well as an adapter. Without further ado, let's start talking into these things. Okay, so right now I'm speaking into the Electro Voice RE320, which will set you back around $300. This thing has a cardioid polar pattern, approximately negative into the RE20, which will set you back around $450. This thing also has a sensitivity of approximately negative 56.5 decibels and an impedance of 150 ohms. And now I'm speaking into the RE27ND, which will set you back around $500. This thing has a cardioid polar pattern, a frequency response of 45 Hz to 20 kHz, a sensitivity of around negative 52 decibels, and an impedance of 150 ohms. Now I'm typing on a keyboard with Cherry MX Blues to see how much of my voice versus how much of the keyboard it picks up. Same test on the Electro Voice RE20. Same test on the RE27ND. Right on top of the RE320 to show you the proximity effect. Right on top of the which will set you back around $300. Sensitivity of approximately negative 52 decibels and an impedance of 150 ohms. Now I'm speaking into the RE20, which will set you back frequency response 1.5 ohms. And now I'm speaking into the RE27ND, which will set you back around $500. This thing has a cardioid polar pattern, a frequency response of 45 Hz to 20 kHz, a sensitivity of around negative 52 decibels, and an impedance of 150 ohms. Now I'm typing on a keyboard with Cherry MX Blues to see how much of my voice versus how much of the keyboard it picks up. Same test on the Electro Voice RE20. Same test on the RE27ND. Right on top of the RE320 to show you the proximity effect.
Yeah, look, so this is what I'm talking about right here. So watch, let me open up another one. It's called The Herd. And if you look at Colin Coward when he's sitting at his desk, he's using
the Herd's official YouTube.
He's using the silver one. Yeah, I think he's using the fucking the RE27.
Wide message.
It looks like it right there. What did I just rub on my face? Was that like a scab? That hurt. That was not soft.
The SEC dominance is over. The Hoosiers pushed around the Crimson Tide for 3.5 hours. The new reality is Bama can't run the football and Georgia can't stop any good offense. But my takeaway watching him is much better. So college football has never been more defense. The old line's much better.
Yeah, you see, damn, when he was far away, it was really rejecting him. Damn, I've been up since 5, dude.
So college football has never.
Well, actually, no, that's not true. I've been up since 4.
Transitional.
Yeah, but this is the same microphone right here.
Right on top of the RE.
Interesting.
But John. E320 moving around to 90 degrees. We'll go around.
Give me the conclusion.
The winner of this Versus series is going to be incredibly subjective, but I went ahead and selected the RE20, and like always, I will go ahead and explain. So first up, I will point out that all of these microphones performed very similarly in the background noise, the distance, and the plosive tests, but as far as the off-axis coloration, I believe the RE20 had the most pleasing coloration, with the 320 coming in second, and the RE27ND just sounding god-awful from 90 degrees. I will also go ahead and admit that I thought the RE320 sounded the best on the electric guitar and the acoustic guitar, but I found the RE20 to be the most pleasing sound when it came to spoken word and singing. So with all of that being said, and the RE20 being declared the winner, I will admit this thing does have some faults. And the first fault is that it is the quietest microphone out of all three of these. So you will need to make sure that whatever preamp or interface you're using can accommodate the lower output. And additionally, the RE20 has the most cuts to the mid frequencies, which gives it a borderline scooped sound, and I also thought it sounded the most sibilant out of all three microphones. But the main reason that I picked the RE20 is
I really need to get an SM7B for Michael.
the other two microphones in this Versus sound. Or which all next time. Thanks.
He struggles a lot with plosives, and not a great amount I could do. I mean, there is stuff I can do, but like, yeah. I want to type in. Give me. I would like a guide or a walkthrough of taking pictures. Setting up like a studio where I take pictures of people in lingerie, all types, all sizes, shapes, heights, colors, whatever. I'm down. I'm bored.
Spice Assassin. Y'all said I waste spice? I don't waste nothing, man. Get out of here, man. Hey, yo, it's all about a touch of curry, all right? Hey,
we're gonna get copyright struck.
if you don't know about cumin, don't even talk barbecue, yo. Listen, come eat today. We out of here.
Copyright struck. Oh, they got the little thing in there. Well, they better be fucking moving all that around. They might want to start mixing up that chicken because it's not looking good. What is this?
Should be 100 there for you.
I don't want to see this. What is this? You better hustle. I was like, does anybody get hurt? That looks like so much fun.
Why are high
until the part where you fall
in wax before leaving the factory?
All right. Help me.
Tonight, for the first.
Yeah, I'm live. What's up? All right, cool. Welcome. Yeah, just take a seat wherever you want, dude. It's all, you know, here. Right here, there's a laptop. It's a good seat. Cushion.
What in the...
Yeah. Everything on the bed is clean. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What the helly? Ha ha ha.
It's oh, you see how you're cut out? Like you see how the chat's behind you? That's why. You know what I've been laughing at? You know, I've been laughing at a lot. I keep saying vanilla face again.
Vanilla face?
Yeah. Yeah. Is that what it's from?
Yeah.
I kept thinking it was from White Girls. Still working out?
Whoa.
Dude, I got the receipt, dude. You want to turn them back in, dude. But, you know, I know you like... Never mind. Nah, he says these shoes are massively uncomfortable. He's like, he's got a triple sock up.
Special guests.
You see...
Everyone else is like, oh, it's soft.
Do those actually keep your feet dry?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like,
Special guests, aha.
I was like,
I'm having.
I was gonna say, I was like, man, I feel bad. I should have got you the Gore-Tex ones, dude. The fucking boot style ones. Here, you know what I'm talking about? Here, let's show the chat. Let's unpack that. I have them saved here somewhere.
May looks zoned out.
Adidas Gore-Tex. These were the ones. I was gonna get you these.
Al Gore.
Yeah, the Al Gore-Tex. So these are, yeah, the Climate Warm. And
She enjoying.
yeah,
her
but these
Stargaze.
are sick, dude. I almost wanted to get a pair of these for myself. I was like, but these are, like I said, these are the high top ones. But I was just like, the idea of like you being like, hey, you know what, Dakota got me some nice shoes, and then
Is
you
that
go to
what heart rate
Vietnam or
going
whatever
up?
the fuck you're going, and it's like 115 outside with a humidity of 100, and then you wearing these, that would be awful.
Yes, he was working out.
Earlier. I got on I did a little
That's
workout.
real,
I don't know if
gotta
you saw
be
my
immersed
stream
in the
earlier.
flavor.
I honestly thought that was just like with heartbeat running right there. I'm just like, why do you have that?
Starphasix, I was gonna say ATL got him like that. LOL.
I have a heart rate monitor.
Yeah, I'm like looking at your nipples.
You like my nipple?
TF.
Just shave.
You're a fucking hater, yo. Girls. I'm not gonna say
LMAO.
this on stream.
Nice nips.
What's up, Jarmy? You see my nip? You like that shit?
They're
Dude,
coming to
they're coming into a local near you. Whenever
May
you're
stop
ready,
cleaning.
superstar.
Is she haha?
joking.
Maybe
I don't know.
LMAO.
Generally, you don't like. You're gonna fuck everything up because I know where everything's at right now. I'm being dead serious. Let's just leave. Let's just go somewhere. I don't care, dude. I'll end stream. We'll go right out the nerd in the bay. He's probably still sleeping. Did a 48-hour stream.
furious.
On like hour 40 or some shit right now.
Like,
May don't touch it.
Got what?
I can hear her saying to let her clean LOL.
Who else is here? Jovamir. Oh, nerd in the bay. You see, he's awake now.
Bogorisk.
This. How dare you? That was a fantastic event.
Where are you guys going?
Well, I still got to.
Wait, why? Oh, you're dropping May off with me?
With
I was
the
like,
inspired rock stars.
Oh, we got.
Okay. All right, let's go
Time
to the other
get
room.
Some Dutch.
All right, I'm gonna raid out. Besides, guys, I gotta take a shower, so you know, it is what it is, dude. I don't want you guys to be here, see May cry when me and Atlanta both go into the bathroom. All right, hold on. We're gonna raid out our good friend Jovamir. He's playing Tekken. Y'all have a good one. I might be back on later tonight. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop May from touching my room. I'll be back, guys.